Questions and replies on practice of layman and laywoman. Question 31. Question. We laymen work every day for life. We have little time for Buddhist practice. Is there the most simple and the most merit-productive method? Reply. Here I want to cite the teachings of Bodhisattva Enlightenment Wonderful Practice and Guru Noah. I hope that reflection on their teachings will lead to the answer of your question. The Bodhisattva Enlightenment Wonderful Practice teaches, you practice Zhunti incantation. Every day you need to pay attention carefully. You shall see everything, every event, whether it is tranquil or boisterous, whether it is sin or not, whether it is agreeable or disagreeable, as nothing other than the manifestation of Zhunti incantation. It is the revelation of my own divine spirit from moment to moment. You practice Zhunti incantation in this way, and you shall necessarily obtain accomplishment. I will also help on your way to accomplishment with my own divine power. Recite my Gatha words. The secret in incantation, written in just 2 lines, is your own divine spirit. Do not doubt the tiny amount of Dharma. This Dharma is of infinite amount. Guru Noah teaches, the greatest and the most simple practice of Tantric Buddhism is, you are the Idam. Idam is you. Idam is the Buddha in the Dharma you practice. Your karma of body, of mouth, of mind is the merit of body, of mouth, of mind, of Idam. Your place of residency and your office are the glorified temple of Idam. Your parents and your children and your wife, every person that you meet, are body of Idam. All voices and sound that you hear are Dharma teaching of Idam. Every thought of you and every thought of all sentient beings are spiritual acts of Idam. Every element, earth, water, wind, fire, and emptiness are merits of Idam. The land that you inhabit is Buddha land. If you often think in this way, then it is a great method in Tantric Buddhism. By long term, you will emerge in the oneness and reach the single, untroubled mind. The most important matter is that you, out of your own accord, have full confidence in yourself being the Idam, that Idam is you, that you and Idam are numerically one. Question 32. Question. What should I do when in reciting Zhunti incantation someone just shows up and visits me? Reply. When you meet people, then it's precisely the occasion to practice. When you see a person, visualize him shining with Zhunti light illuminating you, and you shine him with Zhunti illumination. What a good way! You see a person, you practice, no fear of seeing person. To meet a person is a happy event. Some people fear so much of others that he wishes there is only himself alone in the world. But in Zhunti method, you meet people, your meeting people equals to your meeting Zhunti Bodhisattva. Question 33. Question. In some circumstances, we can't recite loudly Zhunti incantation in office, at public places. What to do then? And in practicing Zhunti method, is it allowed to only recite Zhunti incantation without holding hand gestures mudra and without visualizing image of Zhunti Bodhisattva? Reply. Yes, you can recite just in mind Zhunti incantation. Also in practicing Zhunti method, reciting only Zhunti incantation can work, but you are in places under the sun, I believe, so you can imagine the sunshine to be the compassionate illumination from Zhunti Bodhisattva. Question 34. Question. In modern society, we all have to occupy ourselves so much with work. I cannot find a definite duration at a definite moment for every day's practice of Zhunti incantation. What to do with it? Reply. For people who are very busy, one doesn't need to recite Zhunti incantation at very regular time positions in a day. As long as you have spare time, you can use it to practice. Question 35. When I encounter someone when I practice Zhunti method, how to recite Zhunti incantation to bless him? Should I recite Om Jali Juli Zhunti, Soha, I wish you to become wealthy, Om Blin? Is it right? Reply. When we encounter people, we should visualize them to be Zhunti Bodhisattva. This is the best blessing directed to them. If we wish to bless someone's success of a concrete affair, then we should transfer the merit, the issue of him after we recite Zhunti incantation. Question 36. Being a layman, how to do the hearing, reflecting, practicing according to Buddhism? I feel to have great difficulties in practicing as a layman. Often I'm entangled by trifle secular matters, or I'm disturbed by obstacles coming from nowhere, and thus have to interrupt my practice. Because I don't have great wisdom or great blessing, often I'm trapped in a circumstance and unable to unify my action to my decision. How to solve these problems? How do you, Master Gao, solve these problems? I pay homage to Zhunti Bodhisattva and wait for the answer. Reply. To this question, as Buddhas and Bodhisattvas also see the situation of people in this period, they have transmitted to us Zhunti method. To solve the problem of practicing Buddhism as laymen according to the dependent origination, Zhunti method will be the most appropriate method in our situation. Let us, as laymen, apply the adage hearing, reflecting, practicing to the essence. That will be the best choice for laymen to integrate transcendent element to our secular situation and solve the problems you have mentioned. Great Master Han Shan says to his disciple Yan Zhongxun on Zhunti incantation, Buddhist layman, because of unable to detach from the secular world, has great attachment to 5 desires. Their root of annoyance is profound. Their bad karma soon matures in fruits at present. It is as if they are in boiled water in a pot. No time will it be in a clear and cool state. Even if they have made the vow to practice, they lack occasions and conditions to make it. Some are pretty intelligent in reading Buddhist theories, but they only learn some opinions, not truth. It only serves them some empty seams of talk. There is no real use of that. All they practice Pure Land method in reciting Amida Buddha's name, but they see it as a too easy and vulgar method. They can't devote themselves to this great method. Even if they can, they don't get on the right way with ease, because they recite Amida Buddha's name at a very superficial level of their mind, with uncontrolled thoughts and imaginations floating all time. They are blind to habitus rooted deeply in the mind, so their recitation of Amida Buddha can't be seeded in the deep level of their mind. If they can master Pure Land method, they don't really need any other Buddhist method. Today, there are some people who have desire the great and the speculative. They have heard of the method of Zen and believe themselves to be the right material for this method. They belittle all practice, fearing the way of non-instantaneous epiphany. So they just read some anecdotes of ancient masters, putting to memory some slogans, and begin to talk with nonsense, only to satisfy their desire for showing some quick wits. These are the most pitiful people. In the end, if you really want to jump out of the circle of rebirth and death, you'd better practice Zhunti incantation as the entry to Buddhist kingdom. Just keep earnest and pray to Bodhisattva. In that way, you will get on the right way. Mr. Yan, because you ask for the secret of practice method, being a Buddhist layman, I have shown you the way. Others be mindful to not take it to be unreasonable. Reasons have led too many people astray. So this incantation method is much better than meditation of topics of Zen. Question 37. I feel that enterprises benefiting human beings are harmful or pose no benefit to other sentient beings. Reply. We should be content with our life and to be always dissatisfied with our enterprises, because the enjoyment of life belongs to private sector, while enterprises are social behavior. It is our obligation to the society and to the family. Benefiting ourselves and benefiting others are our precepts and guidelines. Certainty of purpose, being mindful from moment to moment, is our standard of Buddhist wisdom and meditation. To be able to reflect on what faults we have committed today, what we can do better in tomorrow's work, are the best confession karma. If every day we can make even 1% improvement, will be our highest purpose of intensive practice. Question 38. Why to help myself on the road to become Buddha is to help others on the way to become Buddha? Reply. Some people say that to help others to become Buddha is very difficult. I believe it is not difficult. Why is it not difficult? For example, if I have studied Buddhism, everyone in my company knows that I have learned Buddhism. If I become more spirited and open-minded after learning Buddhism, and I think more about others, and my intelligence improved, the leader will promote me. Will others not say that to learn Buddhism is such a good thing? If you become more introverted after learning Buddhism, if you don't talk to others, and you become more selfish, you will not be able to do your work, and you ask others to shoulder your tasks. Every person around you will say that you are really a bad person. So I think that to help others to study Buddhism is not difficult. As long as we have practiced well, the behavior you have shown to others is the totality of Buddhism that others will comprehend. If you talk to others of who is Buddha, they do not know him personally. If you talk to them about how respectful a Buddhist monk is, they may never meet him. However, they know you personally. They see you every day. At the moment, the only person they know that have something to do with Buddhism is you. Then you are Buddhism in their eyes. So you have great responsibility then. You wear a rosary on your wrist. In their eyes, you are the manifestation of Buddhism. If you haven't done well enough in life and incite them to libel you, then they are libeling Buddhism. The causality here is grave as well. To this, we must have clear and well-prepared consciousness. To learn Buddhism is to establish good image of yourself. How to establish good image of yourself? We need to learn Buddhism and care for others, and ask for blessing from Zhunti Bodhisattva. Question 40. Is there a method to accumulate in fastest way of merits and resources of blessing? Reply. In my comprehension, recite every day 1 time of the collection of visualization and recitation of Zhunti method from explicit and tantric teachings of Buddha will be the fastest way to accumulate merits and resources of blessings.